Wait, gotta make sure that my microphone is... Okay. Hi, give me a second to get fully set up. As you know, I'm never ready for the start of a stream. Today, we're gonna be... So, I don't have Pixel on the line yet, but, today we're gonna be playing more Splatoon, because really, I've been kinda hooked. Pun intended. I've been hooked. So we're just gonna play, Pixel got Splatoon 3 recently as well. So we're just gonna play. And we're just gonna have a good time. We're gonna ink the world. Take over the world. But yeah, let me just get things set up the way I like them. And then we are good to go. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. I keep forgetting to add this, but it is September. Cool. Yeah, it's September, which means that if you are subscribed to my channel at the end of the month, you get a free Photoshop request, which I will do on stream at a later point. And traditionally, they've been very fun to do, so I hope you look forward to that. And yeah, we should be good. Allow me to just post a few things. Oh, and plug a few things in, because just occurred to me I don't have my thing set up yet. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Hold on though, gotta get the thing plugged in, and gotta get my controller. Also no face cam today, cause I just really want to just kind of sit and chill. Like, I just want to sit in the dark, basically. That's why. It's just one of those days, But personally, I am excited. Yeah, I don't know where Pixel went, but, Pixel will join us. And, yeah, we're just gonna do... Hey, Sans, good to see you. How are you? Excuse me, how are you doing? Oh, tired? Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. But, maybe Splatoon will wake you up. We've got games planned. It looks like Pixel will be online shortly. So yeah, things are looking up. I'm so bad at Splatoon. Honestly, I'm pretty bad too. What specifically makes you say that, though? Also, how has the audio been for my Splatoon games? Has it been too loud or too quiet or what? Because I want to make sure that I am giving my viewers the audio experience they deserve. I don't remember the audio. Okay, well, I mean, as long as it wasn't a problem, I guess that's the important thing. But yeah, just give me... Oh no, where's my remote? No! I forget all of the things. Okay. Okay, so... Guess I've got my remote. I'm gonna boot up Splatoon while I'm waiting for Pixel. And, yeah. And yeah, like I said, no face cam today just because I'm feeling like I just want to sit in the dark and not be looked at. But yeah, are you gonna be ready for the Splatfest on Friday, Sans? Okay, got Splatoon. I'm trying. Yeah, no, that's okay. I don't expect perfection or anything. And it looks like we'll have Pixel. Hi, Pixel!
Hey!
Hey! So, yeah. I just started up Splatoon 3, so, we should be ready, basically.
Okay. Are we live yet, or?
Yeah, we are live. Say hi to Sans.
Hi, Sans.
Okay, I'm gonna swap to the main screen here so people can see.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's some way that I can, like, watch the chat at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to my world. Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Awesome. Snom. Team Fun. But yes, Chester Cheetah would not be Team Fun. He would be Team Grub. Because he would bring Cheetos. Team Grub.
He'd bring Cheetos and diabetes.
Exactly.
Diabetos.
Yeah. Son, hey, good to see you too. Hi. Oh, I love
Hello.
that.
I am seeing a lot of the same,
Art?
Yeah, a lot of the same art.
Yeah, I don't know how it determines who shows up. I guess I'm gonna buy a weapon. Tell people of my brilliant plan. This is Pixel, son.
Hey!
And what do you mean, your brilliant plan? I'm confused. Oh, aerospray is a weapon. Oh. I want the NES gun.
I think the Nest gun is what I'm sticking with for a while.
Oh, you got the Nest gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought it. I'm gonna try it out. Drake.
I was playing a lot of this last night, but I was not doing so well. I don't know if it was because it was super late and only the super hardcore players happened to be online, or if it's just because I suck.
I honestly, it's probably the super hardcore players who play late at night. And yeah, Son is planning to teach me to code by streaming stuff on Twitch.
Ooh.
Yeah. Who's thirsty? Josh, hey, good to see you. Oh, I suppose I should set up a lobby. A room. So, did you try out Salmon Run?
I did not know. I was too hyper focused on doing a turf war and not losing,
Oh, yeah.
which was surprisingly difficult. My ratio was 1 to 2, so it's pretty bad.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I feel like the matchmaking's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't think the matchmaking is that great either. Maybe it could be because it's just brand new and technically everybody's a newbie.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I'm sure quite a few people played the second one and know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, Smurfs. I'm just kidding. But yeah, how are you doing, Josh? And Sun, how are you doing, Sun? I hope you're feeling better. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you joined. Okay, let's find a match. Yes, Sun is gonna stream. Or at least that's the plan. Satsu! Hey, thank you for lurking! We're fighting the darkness. It's a good thing we have you here, Pixel, because you're experienced in Kingdom Hearts, so you know how to fight the darkness.
Yeah, you just say, my friends are my power, and you hit them with a giant key.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when's the Keyblade gonna get added to Splatoon?
When Sakurai works on Splatoon 4.
Yeah, fair. When he's not doing his YouTube channel. Have you seen his YouTube channel?
I have not. Honestly, I don't think I will, just because I'm not that interested in, like, I'm interested in the creation of games, but not enough to, you know, watch a whole YouTube video about it.
Well, thankfully he does make the videos pretty short, so it's not like it's, you know, a standard YouTuber, like, 3-hour analysis.
I do like those videos, though.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying that, like, sometimes it can be tough to muster the time to listen to a 3-hour video.
Yeah, that's fair.
X is being a past president. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad life is great. Yeah, how's that gonna work, Sans? Oh, well.
I avenged you.
Thank you. Just flank him. Oh, I got double teamed. Never mind. Cooking in almost all of the cleaning. Wow. You do a lot, Sans. And you'll be working soon? How do you do it?
No free time.
I guess so.
Free time is for the rich.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? I'll be rich soon too when my plan comes to fruition. Me. Fair point, son. Ooh, yeah, that's their game.
Yeah, it's not even close.
By being bothered by dirty houses more than my wife and wanting more cooked food. That's fair. I like using the NES zapper.
I do too.
It's just... Wow, son.
Show me the ways of the sun so that I can get gold by just existing.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, I love the little air wacky waving inflatable arm man squid thing. Praise the sun.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube squid.
Yes, exactly. And also, we're not playing Dark Souls, son. We can't praise the sun. We don't have that emote.
This is the Dark Souls of Splatoon.
Yeah. What is happening here? Okay, we got the advantage, finally. Oh, whoa, we got flanked. Oh, jeez.
You know, that's one thing that I'm never sure of, is, like, I'm never sure of whether it's a better idea to stick together or to go on my own.
Yeah,
It seems very inconsistent.
Yeah, I think it's really just situational, like you go on your own when, you know, when, like, things aren't quite going well. I don't know, it's tough to judge, and I'm not an expert, so... Tried to force the issue a little bit. Well... Yeah. I think we lost this one.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah. Juicy fruit.
Juicy fruits are one of those things that I've seen commercials. I remember seeing commercials for them constantly when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I never actually had them.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I tried it like once. And was not a fan. But yeah, they did have quite the advertising campaign. I'm a juicy fruit. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, son, so I'm just gonna say don't go further with that.
I think I have an idea.
I'd rather not know the idea. Sans.
Well, the idea is that they're fun to chew.
I didn't want to hear that.
But I mean, if that's the case, everybody's fun to chew. You just gotta find the right animal.
I mean,
Like a lion or a tiger or a bear.
oh my. Okay, that panic. It's just messaged me on Discord. Can't. Discord is monitored. Yeah, that sounds like you shouldn't do it. I feel like the most success I've had was with the roller. But I like using other weapons. Face a little bit, but that's fine. We let so much of our base get inked. Whew. Got it. I like the roller and the paint bucket. Yeah.
I also feel like the jump is so utterly useless that there's really no reason to have it. Like, I can't jump on anything. Because everything is so high, and yeah, I just feel like it's useless.
We got those squids, Satsu. But no, the jump, it has its place. It's not, like, the most useful thing ever, but, like, there are reasons to do it.
I have yet to find a single reason to do it.
Well, if you were using specific weapons, jumping changes the way it shoots. And also, there are certain maps that only have pathways that you can make by jumping.
Communication error.
Well. Let me set up another lobby. But yeah, that was our first win of the day. I do really like the NES Zapper, but I'm not a fan of its special.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the specials aren't that great, to be honest. Like, I've used a couple weapons, and honestly, it kind of seems like they're either one is good, only one of the two was good for me. Like, either the special is really good, but the weapon itself kind of sucks, or the weapon itself is really good, but the special kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean that's the trade-off. That's how you keep things balanced. Are you serious? One of our teammates fell into the water.
I mean, I've done that before.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that they're squids, but they can't swim in water.
Yeah, well, because they're ink squids, so they dissolve in water. Damn you, Squidward. Oh no, do I have a mod in here? If there is a mod, please get rid of the bots. Otherwise I'll do so at the end of this game. Because I don't want to be famous. You can't make me. Mods, ew. Also, like this map, for example, to get to the higher spots, you have to use the jump. I guess it's too early for Groovy to be here. It's fine.
It's fine, I'm sure he's just asleep.
Yeah, he is. Groovy's sleep schedule is even worse than Saku's. Okay, let's ban user for being a bot. There we go. Prevented my own fame. I'm gonna change my gear. I think I'm gonna...
Yeah, same here.
I'm gonna try the roller again. It seemed to work out the best for me.
I think I had the best with the minigun.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think the idea of... Well, for one thing, I feel like it doesn't take a lot of ink, despite the fact that it has some good coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, it's, I guess it just helps that I don't have to keep holding down the button in order to shoot something. I hold it down for a little bit, but then I can just kind of focus on aiming.
Yeah, I guess so. who we got. Nico, Luis, Denji. Oh, we have another roller on the team.
I remember I tried out the roller, and there was one instance where we had 3 rollers on my team.
Oh, really? Yeah, the roller is fairly common. Because it's like a low-level weapon, like, you unlock it pretty quickly. Hi, Isaac. It's good to see you again. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Oh, sneaky Denji. I got revenge for all of you. Oh, dang it. Nope. Dang it. I was hoping I could lead more of them away. Oh. Yeah, that's them. It's weird. I feel like at the start, it matched me with people that I was relatively close to in skill level. Now it just feels like I'm getting matched with the toughest opponents.
Yeah, I barely feel like I have a chance.
What new stage is your favorite? Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't play a whole lot of Splatoon 1 or 2. Like, I did the story mode, but I didn't play a lot of the multiplayer, so most of this is new to me. You know, I didn't really stop to think which map was my favorite. I guess, actually, you know, that's tough. Well, for one thing, Isaac, what would you say yours is? Because, for me, I don't know. Yeah. That's a tough question. Do you have a favorite pixel?
No.
How did I? That happened. Honestly, most of the maps I think are pretty well designed. Like, a couple of them are a little strange, but for the most part, I think they all play very smoothly. Ooh, nice one, Pixel.
I died too, though, so...
Yeah, but, I mean, you got that guy who is annoying. Yeah, that's right. You don't get to do that here. Yes. Kill them all. So many splats. I am getting so many splats. Oh jeez. You two ever? I don't have Splatoon from what I've seen. It's probably the Eel Tail Alley. Which one's that again? Is that the Is that the one with the like rotating center? Because honestly, I haven't quite gotten a good feel for all of it yet, but
I honestly feel like I don't really know much of what I'm doing, and that literally everybody else has a better idea of what they're doing. Particularly everybody else on the other team, because I lose so consistently.
I don't... You know, it's hard for me to know too, because I'm still pretty new. One with the high ground in the middle over the top. Oh, okay. I think I know which one you're talking about. That is fun. I kind of liked that sort of deserty environment one. I don't know what it was called, but...
Honestly, I'm starting to get the impression this game has a bad case of what I call T-up2 syndrome, where everybody else has had so much more time with the game, be it because, you know, in this case, with the sequels, or with the previous games, that it's just, like, almost impossible to actually get good, because everybody else is curb stomping you.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I mean... I think this is
like you get so little points for losing that it's like you had to you had to grind so badly in order to get anything decent.
I mean, I feel like enough people are making this Splatoon their first, so I don't
mean, if
know
that's the case, then that just means I suck.
No, honestly, I think. I just think it's like you gotta kind of experiment, just see what works and what doesn't, and go from there, you know? Like, on the times that I've won, it's been like, oh, you know, I was kind of pushing forward more, and getting up in the enemy faces so they couldn't, you know, get too far to cover the ground, you know?
Yeah.
The room's open again. Some communication error happened.
Yeah. I'm trying to... I was just buying some new stuff to see if...
Yeah, you know, maybe I should buy something. You know what, I'll wait till next communication error. I've seen a lot of videos online of like people using the roller and getting like really close up, because the animation for
Oh, well, that was pretty quick.
yeah, that was a very quick communication error.
Now you can go buy stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. Give me a second to look at new weapons. Weapons.
What are the general items for?
What do you
Do
mean?
they do anything?
I believe the general items are used to decorate your locker, but where your locker is, I have no idea. I've been trying to figure that out. The Sploosh-O-Matic. Oh, and it's got this special. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it. We're gonna try a new weapon. You know, sometimes I see new art, and it makes me wonder what the process is, you know? Like how they determine like what art to pull and how often to do it. The locker might be in the lobby area. That's the thing, I've looked everywhere in the lobby area. Like, this whole zone here is training ground. This is a shop to get some food. This is just, like, get advice from him and you know, whatever. That just leads out. Well, this is just, you know, testing ground. And then up here is just, like, a coffee shop.
I mean, I feel like if it doesn't do anything, then I have no reason to really buy it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those little features where, like, you can, if you want. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't add anything necessarily, but it's just...
Yeah, and I suppose at the end of the day, at least they're not, like, trying to charge you real money to get it.
Yeah, that too.
Because God knows, if this game was made by, like, Ubisoft, they'd be cramming that crap down your throat.
Yeah, really. Battle time! Ooh. Who's Polar? Or Ozo Polar, never mind. You know, I think I may have found my new main weapon. I'm loving it. How are you doing today? I'm okay. You know, I'm feeling a little tired and really didn't want to be on camera today, so I'm not doing webcam, but otherwise I'm having a good time, I'd say. How are you doing, Josh? Wow. I just went in and splattered two of them. Oh heck, Josh.
I'm doing good as I give you my 3 months, Mr. Shadow.
Thank you for the 3 months. I really appreciate it, Josh. And since it is September, at the end of the month, I will get the names of all of my subs, and then I will be doing a free Photoshop request for every sub. So there will be a channel in my Discord for when that happens. But yes, thank you. I think we did it. Yeah.
Barely.
You know, I've had closer games. Oh, I like that haircut. The one you've got, Pixel.
Oh.
Yeah, the short spikes. But I think I found my new main weapon. The Sploosh-O-Matic.
I still can't seem to like find a weapon that I like and that is also good.
Yeah. That was kind of me up until I bought this. Nice splat at the end, thank you. I think this has the trifecta of a good special, a good, bomb, and a good, you know, main weapon. Fire rate's nice, it has decent damage. It's got the bombs that I really like that travel in a line. Oh, are you serious? How did that person not die? Snow squid. You can't be a snow squid. There is no snow in the ocean. Dang it. Well, snow squid got me again. Dang it! I thought my bomb would get him! That was not my best work. But it got them to stop stamping, I guess, so... what'll you do?
It surprises me that people are able to get away with some of the names that they have on this game.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone tries to push the limit.
It doesn't seem like there's much of a limit.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I think we got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Woohoo. Woohoo!
This PlayStation is going to be going with Discord eventually. I wonder if Nintendo is ever going to follow suit.
Nah, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Probably not, yeah.
I mean, I would be happy, but I don't think they will.
No, they have their own service, and it's so much better.
Yeah, yeah. Why would they go with what's popular?
We're gonna make our own voice chat, and it's gonna have blackjack and hookers.
Yeah. In fact, forget the voice chat.
Oh, hey, we have someone from Japan.
Cool. Yeah, I meant to look up how Splatoon 3 is doing in Japan, but I had heard that it was selling so stupid well, you know? Oh, that was water. Okay. I was the fool.
No, you were the squid.
Yeah, I was the foolish squid.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. So much was happening. all of the things were happening, and I couldn't stop them. Splatted someone and immediately got splatted. That's how it be sometimes.
That is how it be sometimes.
People don't think it's squid like it is, but it do. Yeah, that's right. I'm not accepting crabs today. I could have... yeah, whatever. Anime beaver. I'll let you off the hook this time. Oh, what was that? Ooh, yeah, I don't think we have this.
Yeah, and I don't think I like this new weapon either.
Oh, we did have
barely.
it! Oh! Victory! That was amazing.
This weapon has a really good special, but it's kind of
What weapon are you
uses up
using?
a lot of ink. It's what am I using? I have to look up my gear. Oh shit.
Oh, the hero shot? Or something like that.
No, like it uses the It uses like the tornado special.
Which one's that one?
I have no idea. I can't look in the menu.
Oh, okay, bye Isaac! It was good to see you
It
again.
uses Twister time. Oh, there we go. See ya, Isaac.
Okay, which one's that one again?
Here, let me look at my gear.
I'm creating a room unless
It's the rapid It's the rapid blaster.
Hmm.
Which I find funny that it's called the rapid blaster because it's one of the slowest weapons that I have.
Yeah. But yeah, have a good day too, Isaac. I'm sorry I got distracted. Apparently the patch notes for Splatoon are insanely long.
Well, I mean, it is just starting.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, I know somebody named Jerry.
Oh yeah?
Or at least that's what we call him.
Seinfeld?
What? No. With an I.
I see. Oh my god. That was insane. That, if someone is there that can clip that, please clip that, because that was amazing. It was just a triple kill right out of the gate. How did I survive? Oh, that was so dumb of me. I can't believe I... Oh. Can't believe I failed. Oh, that was water. Wow, I can't believe... I can't believe I've fallen in water this much.
You've fallen in water and you can't get up.
Yeah, exactly. No, no, no! I was trying to turn away. I was trying. It wouldn't let me turn fast enough. God, why am I terrible this match? Oh, I was about to die. I was right about to die. Oh, are you kidding? I thought we were doing so well.
I feel like that happens pretty often too. Like you start out really good and then they just wipe the floor with you.
Well, I thought we were doing pretty well most of the time. Yay, new abilities. So you haven't gone through the tutorial of Salmon Run, correct?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, we can do Salmon Run at some point. I just didn't know if you had a particular... Or, you know, if there was a good time to, like, to do it.
I don't know. I'm doing so terribly at Turf War that I feel like Salmon Run would be even worse.
Nah, I think Salmon Run and Turf War are different enough that, like, even if you didn't feel like you were doing that well in one, it wouldn't transfer over to the other. How did it not get any of them? How did I weave right through all of them? How? How is it possible? Tell me, Pixel.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You and me, Pixel. Oh god! Okay, maybe not you and me, but... You know. This is an interesting map. water level drops and new areas are exposed. Did they give up? Or are we just spawn camping them that hard? Dang it! Oh! Red Riot. No! No, Red Riot is changing the tide. No, no, no. Emerald, hey, good to see you. Not Red Rocket.
Emerald.
Red
Oh
Riot.
yeah, we won.
Yeah, we won. But hi, Emerald, it's good to see you. How are you doing? I'm playing with Pixel.
Hey.
Oh, hell yeah. That was fun.
I also don't seem to be, like... The gear that I'm able to buy seems to be the same every time. Like, I can't get better gear because it's just always the same gear.
Is it?
For me, it is. Or at least I feel like it is. Like, I look at all the gear that I can buy, and they either only have 1 or 2 special or upgrade slots.
Kurt Alert, I love that name. Diego. I've been okay, Emerald. How have you been? I hope you've been well. Oh, I got bubbled. How about you, Pixel? Emerald asked how both of us were.
I think I'd do better if I had a handle on how to not suck at this game.
I don't think you're sucking at this game. You've been doing well. A lot better than I was when I started. Well, I got Grey Cap, and Grey Cap got me. I got my new Twitter milestone today. Hey, nice. What are you at now? I forget. You're at a very high amount if memory serves.
Yep.
Splatted Diego. $850. Wow.
Well done.
Oh, sheesh. 851 officially. Well, hey, that's awesome. I've been stuck at like 350 for ages. The only people who follow me are bots now, like who are new. Oh, it was so close. Josh, which are you getting? Water toast or oven milk? Or, yeah, I said that right. $50 away from Big 1K, I can't believe that. Hey, I'm happy for you. It's deserved, for sure. Yeah, what'll it be, Josh? Oh, we did it!
God.
Oh my god, that was so close. That last play at the very end, I think, is what did it.
Yeah, I think I managed to get to their base.
Oh wow, yeah, no, I see that now. I was in the, like, lower half of the center, just splatting all the orange. One three! You are the precious one! Hi, and Pixel.
But mostly Shadow.
No, you.
Xenoblade.
No.
Then yes, you.
No, you, though.
Yes, you.
Oven milk? Nice! Groovy's water toast. Your dad? My dad is playing Splatoon with me? Awesome.
And we're playing against PB&J.
Yeah. Quite a team composition.
PB&J is just a classic.
This bubble person needs to get real. They fell off, so that's
Shit, so did I.
it's still fun.
You know, the idea of warm milk has never seemed good to me. Like, it always seemed kind of gross, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm used to cold milk.
I'm used to cold milk, but I know that warm milk is something people enjoy, so, like, you know, like Emerald's saying, like, it helps at nighttime. I can get it, it's just not the sort of thing that I would do personally. Dude,
Jet.
these bubbles.
Oh, this goddamn water.
Yes, got him. Let's go. Ah, it was a chain of. Which is fine. I normally don't like it either, but just something to get me tired. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's some kind of science behind it that's like, oh, if you warm milk it stimulates this part of your brain and like... Thank you for getting revenge on me, Pixel. By Zaf? I thought Zaf liked me!
Yeah, I think they got
Yeah, I
it.
think they got it too.
Yep.
It was close, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I mean, I've never had it. I was always raised with the idea that milk itself made you sleepy,
Mm,
but as I got older, that did not turn out to be the case.
yeah, for me, I mean, I always have milk at breakfast. It's just like a breakfast drink for me, but
I don't even really eat breakfast that much anymore. I had to get up too early in the morning nowadays.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, for me, like, also, for me, warm milk means, like, it's about to spoil in my brain.
Yeah, that makes sense. You mean milk in general, or warm milk?
Well, warm milk.
Oh, no, I was talking to Emerald.
Oh, no, I think Emerald was referring to my question about, like, what the science behind warm milk is. You know?
Yeah.
I was just the distraction! I was the distraction! I can't believe I got away with that. I'll be honest, I cannot believe that I got away from that situation. Oh. Yes, it can assist you with falling asleep, water glass, great hygiene practice, combined with high levels of tryptophan and melatonin. Oh, interesting. How about that? Or wait, oh no, it's not that milk has tryptophan and stuff in it. Okay. Yeah, I dare you. I dare you! I dare you. That was worthless. I think we got that. Let's see. It does help you sleep better. Yeah, well, I mean, basically everything has science behind it. Yes!
Yeah, we got it. That splat at the very end, that was me.
Oh,
I
nice.
try to make it a point to throw a grenade just before the countdown, because then it explodes and nobody can do anything about it.
Yeah. That's a good tactic. Yeah, I mean, basically consuming things is science, so... The science behind it is understandable. But, yeah, I guess I was just more curious about like what particular thing was in milk to cause that. If only Sun was here, she would be able to tell. No, I'm just kidding. Sun's not that kind of.
I thought she was here.
She was here earlier, but she's probably resting because she's sick right now.
Rip.
Yeah. I love the tangent we went on. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, we go on fun, interesting tangents here on the Super Shadow 271 stream.
Yeah, we once went on a hot dog tangent.
What?
That was fun. Well, we didn't. Sun did.
Oh. At least I got him, too. I don't remember this hot dog tangent.
You wouldn't. You kept trying to change the subject.
Kind of getting an idea what you're talking about, but still don't really remember. And about science.
You were being very prejudiced against hot dogs.
Oh, not all hot dogs. Good thing neither Sans nor Sun is here.
Did Sans leave too?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't heard from Sans.
I'm pretty sure they did, or they at least didn't say anything about it.
No! I was about to do it.
Oh, damn. Well, there goes my record.
Your record?
In not dying.
Oh.
I didn't die that whole time.
Wow. Dang it. Oh, I was so close to using my super.
Oh, damn it.
Dang it. Son! Hey, we were
Hey, son.
talking about the science of milk and like why warm milk helps with sleep and stuff.
And hot dogs.
No, we weren't talking about that.
I wouldn't really call that a rant, though. It was more a discussion.
Oh, you can't speak to that? But you know everything, son.
Better stuff.
Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. I started a match then.
That's okay.
Anti-hacker? I could look into it. Yeah, no, it's okay. You don't have to. I'm just joking, because I thought you knew everything, son. Are you serious? Someone on our team disconnected.
Lame.
Also, Amber landed in Missouri about a couple hours ago. Oh, nice! Is she going to a convention or something? Amber just recently added me on Switch. Oh, no, no! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I leave this? No. I'm so sorry. I just instinctively hit rematch. Okay, I'm sorry. Work training. She'll be gone 5 weeks. Oh, that's sad. No eye booger. Do you call them eye boogers? Or do you call them sleep? Pixel? Are you there?
Huh? Oh, I didn't know that you were talking to me.
Oh, that
no,
was just in general. But
well, I call them yuckies.
oh, really interesting. I haven't heard that. Dang it. I got him and he got me. Yeah, I usually call it sleep, but I've called it eye boogers before. Because I remember some comedian going on a whole rant about, like, oh, my girlfriend called them, like eye crusties or something like that. And he was like, who calls them that? Me, Swerve, Discord. Oh, nice! Yeah, I mean, I wasn't unhappy to get the friend request, I was just surprised, because I was like, oh, this seems kind of, you know, out of the blue. Kids are cruel, Jack, and I'm very in touch with my inner child. Oh yeah, oh, absolute domination. Oh, jeez. That was the most I've ever dominated. Okay, I'm going to make a conscious effort not to hit rematch. And I got level up. I bet you're ready for anarchy battles. At the next level, you put rank points on the line before you engage. Splat zones and tower control. Whoa. By the way, there are two types of anarchy battles, open and series. They have time. Choose open. Just single battle, so you're in and out in no time. On the other hand, if you want to go solo, give series. Best of 5. Just regular battles are always a good choice. Cool. Anyway, I will open up the lobby again. Or the room. God, I keep calling it a lobby.
I mean, it's...
Same difference.
Yeah, same difference. Same thing. I wonder what it is that makes it so that there's so many connection errors.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember, there was a story a little while back about how, like, Nintendo was still using, like, Windows 95 or something for online.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, but it was only found out because they were upgrading from that to whatever modern stuff. And, apparently the new modern stuff was running really well. So, I don't know exactly what causes the issue. Sadly, I'm not that knowledgeable about, like, how online works. I'm sure there's someone that could break it down and just be like, oh yeah, it's because, yeah, you know?
It's because text speak.
Yeah, exactly. That happened. They've got 2 rollers on their team. Damn you, Mike! I'm just kidding. Oh my god, we got a wipeout. Oof. This is dominating. Like, I actually kind of feel bad about this.
I don't.
Dang it. I thought I had my super ready. Groovy! I missed you! I thought you were gone forever! No, I'm glad you're awake now. Good morning. You didn't save me from becoming famous, Groovy! Oh, dang. I saw that double kill. Miss me talk. Yeah, we were talking about warm milk.
And hot dogs.
No, we weren't.
Oh yeah, we dominated.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey Groovy, you know what you need? Some nice warm milk.
Yes. We're gonna pat you on the head and give you warm milk, so you go to sleep. You mean on Switch, right? Because I was gonna say, I'm sure everyone wants to be your friend, Emerald.
What is the point of upgrading your gear when you've already got the 2 slots filled?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I've never gotten to that point. Hey, we're fighting against Sony.
Oh.
Pixel, don't throw. It's just for Sony's sake.
Well, don't throw just for Nintendo's sake.
I won't. They're not on the enemy team, are they? I mean, like, maybe I will. I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn.
Well, someone on the enemy team is named my hometown. Oh, lacrosse, yeah. And also a sport that I used to play for a little bit. Ulysses. Ulysses. We're fighting against the former president. Wow. You know what? Credit. That was a really baller play. Really power move. Dang it. Damn you, Sony. I was born and raised. Nice. I was not born in the same city where I was raised, but relatively close. Yeah, that's right, Sony. I prevented Sony.
This one's close.
Yes!
Oh, or apparently not.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't that
I thought
close.
it was.
You can definitely tell also.
I was the #1 damage taker, that's great.
I know, isn't that such a backhanded award?
Such a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, that's what I mean, except it's an award, so. Feeling different now since you beat my hometown. Yeah, how do you feel now that we beat Sony so handily?
Well, maybe they're, I don't know. I was gonna complain about something Sony related, but I legitimately don't have any complaints for them right now. Well, they're getting a little too full of themselves, I guess I can say that.
Yeah.
Oh, communication error, yay.
Oh, fun. Their internet security is terrible. Or their PSN security.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah, a hack hasn't happened in a while, but
No, yeah.
there was a time where it was like, PSN's hacked again.
Yeah, I remember that. Got a couple free games out of that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because when it had the massive hack,
Mhm.
it was offline for like a month or two.
Oh, really? Oof.
Yeah, and even worse, the month that it was offline was around the same time that Portal 2 released.
Oh, jeez. That's a killer.
Yeah.
I do have a PlayStation, I can complain.
What does your PlayStation complain? Whatever it is, I'm sure it is valid.
Yeah. Also, why
Is it that their first-party titles are all kind of the same, with different window dressing?
I was gonna say, like, why is it they insist on using the European versions of their older games? Like... like, why are we using the PAL versions of Tekken and stuff?
The same reason that Nintendo is barely using their old games at all.
I guess so.
Though, to be fair, PlayStation seems to be doing the exact same thing. Their PlayStation Plus Premium, or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. PlayStation Plus the quest for more money.
No!
PlayStation, we can't beat Game Pass, but here's an alternative.
Pretty much, yeah. PlayStation, we're gonna have all the exclusives in the world, but then once Xbox tries to get exclusive, we're gonna bitch and complain.
Yeah, exactly.
What I find funniest about that isn't the fact that, like, they're basically complaining about calling foul on Xbox doing the same thing they are. It's that, at the end of the day, like, they still have all of their other exclusives that are basically... Oh, shit. Oh, okay, thank God. I was gonna die.
Wow.
It's the fact that they're complaining about Xbox getting Call of Duty as an exclusive when it's like, people don't buy a PlayStation or an Xbox for Call of Duty. They buy a console for Call of... They buy a console that is not Nintendo for Call of Duty.
Yeah. True. But also, like, PlayStation themselves have had exclusivity-type deals for Call of Duty before, so it's not like it's the first time Call of Duty's ever been exclusive in some fashion.
No, but see, there's a difference. PlayStation was doing it, and it's okay when they do it.
No! 2 of the enemy team
what?
dropped out! What the fuck? We were doing so well!
That's why they quit.
Yeah, you know, maybe.
You know what? We still gotta win, technically.
I have Xbox, yeah? Yeah, I do need to get a Series X at some point. Sony had PlayStation, now it has PlayStation Plus Extra to compete with Xbox Game Pass, which has a horrible movie licensed games, all the bold cards. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, there's an easy way around that. Emulation.
Yeah, that's
You're welcome.
Though, yeah, it's funny. Xbox Live Gold chooses some of the weirdest games to give away. Where it's like, hey, you know, for this month, we're giving away the Xbox 360 version of Toy Story 3. Why?
Well, I mean, they gave away their... I feel like they've given away a lot of their good stuff already, so at this point they're kind of...
Maybe.
It's hard not to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
I suppose so.
Plus, I actually heard good things about Toy Story 3.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear bad things, but it's such a random choice to give away as part of your monthly subscription.
The thing that I was always curious about is, you know, I've been a PlayStation boy my entire life, And I remember when the PS3 came out and their online service was free,
Oh,
and
yes.
everybody's still like, oh, you know, Xbox is so much better. I'm like, what is it about Xbox that is legitimately better? I had no idea, because I never had any, aside from the hack, I never had any issues with PlayStation Online. And like, I cannot fathom what it was about Xbox that made it so much better to be worth $60 a year.
Yeah, no, that's kind of why, and I mean, like, yeah, maybe Nintendo nostalgia factors into this, but, like, to me, you get basically the same benefits on Nintendo, except it's much cheaper. Like,
No, yeah,
it
and
sucks
it
that-
is, and it's like, I can see, like, $20 a year, that ain't shit. It's like, there's the only excuse you have to not buy it is that you don't use it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like $20 a month. It's like, oh, you know, let me go and buy a,
Or
you know,
it's
you can,
a year, even.
you skip like maybe one meal
Yeah, yeah.
out of an entire like 2-week span.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, for me, it's you know, that $20 a year is like the most expensive plan you can get. Like, if you join a family plan, you can, you know, if you don't get the expansion pass, you can get as low as like $2 a year. It's like, at that point, that's a sneeze, you know, compared to, hey, you're gonna pay us $60 a year or like $15 a month.
Yeah, the expansion is kind of the issue in and of itself, though. Like, it's a little. I feel like it's a little expensive.
Yeah, true, but also like, even because if you join a family plan with the expansion pass, technically the cost to each individual person is $10 a year, which, like, you know, it's still cheaper than getting an individual plan without the pass, you know?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. Oh, this month they're doing Portal 2. Ooh. I mean, I already have Portal 2 on, like, everything, but it's still cool. The expansion was in a very broken state when it released. Yeah, I agree, but then also I feel like that's the case for most services. Like, when PS Plus Extra launched, the emulator and stuff that they had for it was, like, terrible.
Yeah,
And,
it just didn't work.
Yeah. And, you know, people don't still talk about that. So, like...
Well, that's because people don't talk about it at all.
Well, yeah.
You should play Portal 2. It's really good.
Oh yeah, Portal 2 is fantastic. Although, I would recommend playing Portal 1 if you can.
I imagine that's free on Xbox by now. If it's not, then there's a problem.
Is Portal 1 even on it?
Well, through the orange box, it should be.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting
And
it.
even aside from that, I feel like the game would be available separately by now.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. No. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at myself. I did the one thing I shouldn't have done. Well, that's worse, Shadow, because PlayStation Extra is just PlayStation Now. They did nothing different than adding a few more games. Well, yeah, but, like, I didn't want PS Now. So, now I'm, you know... At this point,
the best thing that they could do is find a way to reliably emulate PS3 games so that you don't have to stream them.
Yeah.
Because that has been an issue basically since the PS4 came out. Like,
Yeah.
that has been a constant issue, and they still have. I remember one of the one of the games journalists that I listened to were like, what we need to do is we need to get Mark Cerny, lock him in a room, and tell him he can't leave until he reliably gets the PS3 emulator working.
Yeah. Well, it's funny,
And
there is a
I'd be all
PS3
for
emulator
that.
on PS4.
Huh?
There is a PS3 emulator on PS4. Sony made one. They
Well,
just,
a reliable one.
I
One
mean,
that doesn't suck.
I guess so. Oh, you played most
Like,
of
it still,
Portal.
it still baffles me that even now, like a good 10 years, it has been 10 years? I'm pretty sure, yeah, like 10 years after the PS3 has been out, more than 10 years, they still can't reliably find a way to play PS3 games through disc on a PS4 or a PS5.
Yeah. Yeah, I really... Part of me wants to get a Series X for the backwards compatibility. Like,
Oh, I don't blame you.
yeah, especially given that I have a lot of 360 and original Xbox games, like... It's worth it to me.
I mean, isn't the one backwards compatible?
Yeah, the one is. But just, you know, having it on Series X would also be even better.
That's fair.
Especially with the quick resume stuff. No! Someone on the enemy team disconnected.
Well, that's an instant win for us, so...
No, it counts as a draw.
Oh, it does? Oh, that's bullshit.
I know. Though, admittedly, the person who does disconnect gets assigned a loss. So, at least there's that.
It does, but yeah, it only has some backwards compatibility, but I feel like they've been working on it for so long that they have a decent library now.
Yeah.
Like a good, I think more than half, or more than like 2/3 of the back catalog is compatible.
Yeah, or at least with the 360. The original Xbox is kind of spotty, but the emulation is terrible for Sonic Adventure 2 for only streaming. It's horrible. Oh yeah, I mean basically any only streaming service is really terrible.
Yeah, why do you think Stadia died?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Though granted, I actually wouldn't fully blame Stadia for that.
No.
I mean, the problem is that not everybody has access to the kind of internet that you need to do Stadia well.
yeah.
And that was Google's main problem, is that they did not take that into account.
Yeah. I was a part of Project Stream, where it was, you know, like Stadia right before Stadia came out, and it was like to test how well it would do, and they had a promotion where it's like, hey, if you play like 2 hours of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you get it free, and I couldn't even. I really didn't enjoy it, so I was just like, I can't even force myself to play a couple hours of it.
Like, you just weren't enjoying the game, or?
Well, both. The game itself wasn't that fun, and also the
connection was so spotty.
Yeah. And, like, it was at my home. Like, I don't have the best internet at home, but, like, I have at least stable internet. Like...
I mean, it's enough to where you can play online, be on Discord, and stream at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I can't stream in the highest quality, but, like, I can stream and talk on Discord, and, you know, that's something.
And I mean, 720p is still HD. Like,
yeah.
It's still...
Exactly.
Like, there's a podcast I listen to. It's Markiplier's podcast. Like, he has a completely separate podcast from this streaming stuff, and they just talk about random things, and I think that's why I enjoy it. It gives them more Windows 95. Nice. It gives them more of a chance to actually be funny,
Yeah.
and thus he is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't particularly care for his Let's Plays.
Same.
But that being said, there was an episode they were doing on hot takes, and his hot take was like, oh, Google Stadia was actually awesome, and he was explaining why it was so good and blah blah blah, and all the while as I'm listening to him, I'm just thinking, it's like, well, yeah, of course it was awesome for you. You're fucking rich, and you probably have like the best internet in the entire U.S.
Yeah.
Of course it was good for you. It actually worked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's not a good hot take because you're biased as shit. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
We just barely got that.
Oh shit.
My second complaint though, they charged more and removed a few games from PS Now and they changed it to PS Plus. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. I have large beef with PS Extra. It's inferior PS Now. Yeah, yeah.
So it's even worse PS Now.
Yes, exactly. What was I about to say?
Yeah, it's like basically his hot take was, I have better internet and thus I can actually say this thing is good.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. No, the rest of us don't have good internet.
Well, that's...
Maybe like the U.S. actually has like the worst internet, some of the worst internet connections in the world.
Yeah,
because we have such a ridiculous monopoly with companies and internet that they don't see the need to compete enough to get better internet than what we already have.
Yeah, yeah. What I was going to say was one of the things that always kind of killed the concept of Stadia to me was like they advertised it as like, oh, you can play it on your phone and like you can whip it out and stream a game, and it was like people's like fiber internet at their homes is barely able to, you know, to handle Google Stadia. What makes you think somebody on the bus on their phone is gonna have a strong enough connection to handle these games? You know?
Not only that, but it's like the games that that are on mobile or portable in any way, shape, or form are a completely different beast than like console games.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a perfect example of a game that Google Stadia had was Doom Eternal. It's like, who in God's name wants to play Doom Eternal on their phone on the smallest screen possible, where the frame rate is probably like 2 frames a second on its best day?
Yeah, well, like, that's exactly what I mean. Is like the internet of a phone is probably so terrible that like even if you could stream a high-end game, like why would you?
They were so preoccupied with asking if they could, they didn't stop to think to ask if they should.
Yeah. That wasn't the marketing for Stadia. You don't need good internet. Well, yeah, that was their marketing, but it was very clearly wrong because you did need good internet. Like, I had good internet, and I have a decent PC, or I had it at the time, and it was like, I could have run that game so much better locally on my PC, or, you know, streamed it with, like, my Steam link. Like, there's no reason for me to use Stadia. And why it requires that much in the first place was always a sticking point to me. Yeah, that's what I call false advertising. I also remember there was a story about, like, one of the Stadia exclusives was Pac-Man... I don't remember which Pac-Man it was, but there was, like, a Pac-Man game that was exclusive, and one of the Stadia reps apparently said, like, you can't do this on traditional consoles, and it got ported to consoles later.
Oh, what? That same thing is happening with the Amico.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
you cannot play these things on anything other than Amico, and now that Amico is basically not happening, despite the fact that they keep claiming that it is. All their games are being ported because that's the only way that freaking original developers can make any money off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember they in the like promotional material for the Amico or however you pronounce it.
It's Amico.
It is Amico. Interesting.
Yeah, it's Amico.
Amico. Well, the advertising they had the logo for Toe Jam and Earl in there, and I maybe I still am, but like I was kind of friends with them on Twitter for a while, and so I asked them, and I was like, hey, you know, do you guys like have something for the Amico, or is it just like, you know, plans or what? And they were just like, yeah, we signed up for it because like it seemed cool, but we haven't heard anything since. Like that I got a good laugh out of that. They were like tentatively saying they might do something, and then they thought it was good enough to like put on their sizzle reel, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, once the maps
Yeah, I kicked
update.
that again.
Yeah. Well, that's because the map's updated. Also, I do find it hilarious that Tommy Tallarico is like, only 7 out of 10 and above games are going to be on the platform. It's like, what does that even mean? How do you judge that? Okay.
But yeah, I wouldn't call it like when with the Stadia, I wouldn't call that false advertising, because at the end of the day, it did work. It didn't work very well, but it worked. So technically, it can't be false advertising.
Yeah. Yes, you did hear Tommy Tallarico Sans.
Unfortunately, yes, you did.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Amico. Sorry, I gotta get used to that. KFC. Well, that is actually a thing, though. You can buy that and play stuff on it, because it's basically just a PC. Just like a small form factor PC. I actually kind of want one. Just for the ridiculousness of it.
I want to get one of the. I want to get one of those. Like I've shown you those shadow boxes where like they have
yes.
the console, they take it apart.
Yeah, the like.
I want to get one of those.
Yeah, I forget what those were called now. The teardown
I think-
things.
Yeah, I think the company that makes them is named like Grid, but they're expensive. They're like over $200.
Yeah.
Which I mean makes sense. It's like they gotta connection here.
Serious.
It makes sense because you know they gotta buy the original console and they gotta take it apart in a way that you know everything is nice and clean,
Yeah.
and not broken.
Yeah. And yes, it did come out, Josh. It came out basically when they announced it. It was just like... It's just a, ridiculous concept. Yeah, for me, like, Stadia was just... Like, even if Stadia worked perfectly, like, I can't imagine gaming ever moving exclusively to streaming only, you know?
Yeah, for some games, sure.
Sure.
But it varies on game to game.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine a Call of Duty, or frankly any like first or third person shooter being on there, or like a platformer. But now that I think about it, yeah, I don't know what games would really work with streaming unless you had like a really good connection.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, even if you had a... God damn it. Even if you had a perfect connection, you know? Like... I just can't imagine games ever fully adopting streaming.
Oh no, definitely not.
Because, like, also, that would kill a lot of different things. Like mods. You wouldn't be able to do mods. Because you're not actually getting any data, you're just streaming it. You know? It's like...
Yeah.
And then there's the whole ownership thing. Where it's like, how am I gonna access these games if Google decides it wants to just take it off the server?
Or if they lose the licensing rights for it, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite Tallarico game is Earthworm Jim 2.
Earthworm Jim 2.
I have yet to play them.
Like the best game of all time. It's so good they can't release it yet because, you know, they don't want to stop the competition.
Yeah. Also, Josh, I think a lot of people made videos where it's like, yeah, it's a PC and you can there's a slot in it where you can warm your chicken, like, you know, it's a little overpriced, but whatever. That was the summary of it, really. Not a whole lot of people talked about it after its announcement.
That's one of those things where I actually don't know about that. About the KFC console.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the thing.
Yes. They announced that they were going to make a video game console, but really it's just like a PC in the size of a bucket of chicken. And it's got a little slot where you can keep your chicken warm. But aside from that, like, it's really not.
I think that was like
special.
the best move I've made. Son of a bitch!
Are you serious? Great internet.
Right after I did what I considered like the best move that I've ever fucking made.
Really? Oh.
The best play that I've ever made.
It doesn't seem to be out. It isn't? I was pretty sure. I saw the like checkout process and stuff. I mean,
maybe it was a joke. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a joke, honestly.
I'm pretty sure it was real, but you know, I may have to look it up. Today, people run really shitty emulators on shitty Android phones and have more latency than the... Or wait, hold on. Great internet for streaming is only going to add a frame or two of latency, so it's possibly even guaranteed. Guaranteed under all conditions. Well, so like, I don't even just mean in terms of latency, like, I just mean the stream itself. Or, like, the concept of not having the data on your phone would dramatically change games, because it's like, okay, so nobody can mod or do fan translations anymore, so that would region lock a lot of things.
Or even own the game, for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, ownership's already kind of in certain strange positions, but like... Oh man, I splatted Daddy.
Splat me, Daddy.
I didn't want to make that joke. I was not going to. Oh god.
That's okay, I made it for you.
I think the overwhelming majority of people don't care about owning things, given how popular Netflix. Yeah, oh, I know. It's not that I think that people care about it. At least not until
Not until they lose it.
Yeah, not until they lose it, exactly. Like, people didn't really give a shit about Assassin's Creed Liberation HD until it started getting removed from Steam. Like, you know?
Yeah, people don't care about what they have until they lose it.
Yeah.
Or they don't know what they have until it's gone.
Exactly.
There was actually a news story recently with digital movies where I forgot where it was. I think it was like on PS3, where like a bunch of people lost out on movies that they had bought because Sony lost the licensing rights for them.
Yeah.
And these were movies that like people bought.
Yes. Yeah.
These were not like rented things. They purchased them back in the day, and they just disappeared. Like they couldn't even save them or anything.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
That's exactly what was happening with Assassin's Creed Liberation, where like even if even the people who bought it, it's just going to be unplayable because they used whatever contracts to cheap out, and then it ran out, and so they had to pull it from stores, even though it's digital.
Oh, God.
Dang it, Daddy.
Take it, Daddy. Oh, Shadow, did you hear about that guy in the UK who's selling like 2,200 consoles for $1 million?
Really?
Yes. Supposedly, he has one of every console and console variant,
Wow.
including some consoles that have never even been released, or that were like promos or contests.
Wow. Oh, I would if I could. I heard
And
GameFly
he's
is good.
selling it all for $1 million.
Yeah. Also, I've heard GameFly is good too. I have yet to try it because I'm not a big renting guy. I have bought from their store though, and would recommend that.
Yeah, I always thought of trying out GameFly, but by the time I had the money to do it, I didn't have the time to make it worthwhile.
Right.
Like, it would have just been better for me to buy the game and, make the time to play it later than it would be to rent it and force myself to play it in the time span I had.
Yeah.
But there actually is somebody. It's funny. There is somebody who I deliver mail for who actually still uses GameFly.
Yeah.
And there's quite a few people who get Game Informers as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's still going. I mean, not as common, but it's still going. And also, yes, Josh, I know it's $2,000. I didn't say I was going to buy it. I was just saying I want it. You know? Like what Pixel was saying, I want to buy that, but am I going to have $1 million to blow on video game consoles? No. You know?
The question is anybody who has... The question is anybody going to have $1 million that they want to spend on every console? And he even says in the listing, like, no, I am not selling these separately, I am selling my entire collection. Buy it all or don't buy it at all.
Yeah, yep. How many people play exclusive board games that are servers? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, for a majority of people, they don't, particularly care until it starts getting shut down and taken away, you know? I'm not saying that I don't understand that, I'm just saying, like, it sucks when it happens. But yeah, Josh, I'm gonna look it up, because I would have sworn I saw people with KFC consoles, and I saw the like, checkout. I know it was super expensive. It's just one of those things I want, but am 99.99999% unlikely to get. Unless Jeff Bezos decides to hop into my stream chat and then donate. That'd be pretty cool of him. Can you imagine? Not that Jeff Bezos would be that cool, but, like, can you imagine if he was just watching my stream?
The concept would be pretty cool, but yeah, Jeff Bezos is kind of a dick.
Yeah, there's not a snowball's chance, as they say.
Like, there's a reason that he has a bunch of money, and it's not because he's a good person.
Yeah, exactly. Why fight when you can hydrate? I agree, I'm not arguing, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That thing on the left, that thing on the left looks like a penis. You cannot tell me that
it
is
does.
not. Yeah. Like, it's a little bent weird, but, like, it's absolutely...
Somebody clip that.
No, 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 no.
You put yourself in this situation.
No. There's already the other thing to clip from earlier. Damn, you did well.
Wow. I seem to get more points than you, despite the fact that I feel like you did better than me.
Nah, I think what I did was I just kept them at bay, which is important, but it doesn't count towards a score or anything.
Yes, Shadow mentioned a penis.
No, don't. It's... I mean, it was on screen. Everyone saw it.
And it was also in audio.
But, I mean, that was just me vocalizing what everyone was thinking.
And now we need to preserve that.
That's debatable. I already preserved
you're all
things.
you're all about preservation.
I am, but that's why I have a Stream
But
Archives
nothing.
channel. Yeah, I'll take a look when I can, Josh, because I mean, you know, I remember pretty strongly, but, you know, I could be wrong. Gamefly has a Series X you can buy with a controller, a Gamefly for certificate for 600. That's not bad. I mean, granted, I don't have $600, but if I did, that wouldn't be bad. Hint, hint, Jeff Bezos. I'm just kidding.
Hint me.
No, not you. You cannot afford that, and I will feel very bad if you do. I know which one you're talking about. That's it says 2,000 at checkout. Okay, I mean, I will take a look after stream. Oh, did you see that double kill though?
I did.
Epic. Are you not witnessing me? I'm just kidding.
I'm too busy trying not to die. And failing.
Stamp them. Dang it.
Damn, just when I was about to throw a grenade to get that last, like, chunk. Though I still think we won.
Yeah, I think we won. Yeah.
Yeah?
gamers. I should specify that it's 3 month GameFly certificate, 2 game elite. Oh, okay. Well, still, that's not bad. GameFly actually does some very good sales, like, for, you know, buying used games. Because they always do, like, guaranteed all the stuff that comes with sales, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. Communication error!
Well, I'm gonna see if I can buy some more stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the
Look at my gear
clothing.
real quick.
Unable to communicate with other consoles.
Oh, you got that too.
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay, there we go.
Ooh, I do like the black pope. What is Ninja Squid? Leaves no trace when swimming and inked ground. Slightly reduces swim speed. That's the sad thing. I like the design, but not the look.
The ability.
Or, yeah, the ability. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. An item that's the same as the one you own, but that means you can raise the star. Okay. Oh, I do like the Squid Vader. I want to raise star.
At this point, I'm just buying everything and not equipping it yet because I have so much money.
Yeah, I probably should do that. I'm just hoarding money. Yes, Groovy! Stealth jump. It's your super landing point from distant players. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, the red hi-fi, though. Doesn't quite match, but... Oh, hell yeah, trading card booster packs.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you too, Groovy!
Oh, random soundboard.
Oh, okay. Well, for those of you who are new to my stream, I have a soundboard full of inside jokes, and when you redeem that, I will play one at random with no context. So, let's do... once it decides to load.
Much is lost. for none now live.
Much is lost, for none now live.
Much is lost, for none now live.
I forgot that I only have the stream up for chat, so I actually can't hear it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I can't also send it through Discord. But, it says much is lost, for none now live.
Much is lost,
I know what that's
for
from.
none now live.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I can tell just based off of the. I can tell just based off of the dialogue.
I think you might know what the source is, but not the actual source.
By the way, I made a room.
Oh, you did? Okay. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
just doing some shopping.
You can still do shopping. I'm just letting you know so you don't make a room.
Your gear or sus? Team OPPs? Sure. Wait, you didn't hear that? Hold on, was it not playing? 1 second, everyone. I must make sure. Propertals? Yeah, it should've. Oh, your brain just didn't register it. Okay, I'll do it one more time for you, Groovy.
Much is lost, for none now live.
Okay. I will join. Much is lost, for none now live. That one's quiet? Is it really that quiet? Because in my headphones it's fairly loud.
Well, Groovy says that he's also still waking, so.
Oh, I guess so. Doomer. That's right. I splattered Zero. And Doomer. Oh, thank you, Pixel. I'm so sorry, Pixel.
That's okay.
Ah, dang it. I was a fool. It's both? But how? It's so loud for me. And the OBS shows that it's loud. And also a comment or rating about something in-game. This sucks, I died. No, I actually really like this map because it's pretty small. Sometimes I feel like the open maps for Splatoon can feel a little aimless. But not this, no sir. Oh, are you kidding? He's covered! playing games late. Groovy, you need to fix your sleep schedule.
Yeah, you really do.
This has gone beyond DGen hours. I never thought I'd have to say that.
Beyond what?
DGen hours. That's what Groovy calls them. Groovy calls them DGen hours, but it just means like absurdly late.
Got an extra little area.
Nice.
I think they may have
I think we
stolen
won.
now.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
just
won.
barely, yeah.
Ooh. Victory. That's what my Mario 64 speedrunners call it, so that's what I call it. Fair enough.
Are you a Mario 64 speedrunner, Groovy?
Called out. Yes, I did. I did comment. I was saying that I like the more narrow Splatoon map. Because sometimes the big maps can feel aimless, so I actually really like that map, that we were this one. Whatever this one is. I am not.
You are not a speedrunner.
Or not a Mario 64 speedrunner specifically.
Is Groovy a speedrunner at all?
I don't know. I could imagine Groovy doing it. Groovy the Pikmin speedrunner.
Oh, I'm sure Groovy is excited for Pikmin 4.
Oh, I'm excited for Pikmin 4.
I'm excited for people to keep mentioning how Nintendo stops talking about it.
What do you mean?
Well, because they didn't actually show like a gameplay trailer.
Yeah, no, they didn't. A Luigi's Mansion speedrunner, see? Exactly.
Oh. How are those speedruns looking? For the record, I am legitimately not trying to make fun of you.
Yeah.
I love the idea of speedrunners.
Friggin' idiots! Idiots! Get back! He's behind us! No!
Ooh. Is that a good time?
PB is an hour and 30...
Whoa.
Almost an hour and 30 minutes. That's impressive to me. Because Luigi's Mansion as a kid took me ages to get through. As a kid.
I do recall people saying that it was very short, though.
It
You know
is.
what? I feel like that's a game they should, like, remaster for Switch. I mean, they already have 3 on here, and on top of that, you know, they've remastered the first Luigi's Mansion before. They just put it on Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Which I have 2 copies of, but nobody wants to play with me. No,
And,
honestly.
you know, I've heard, or I'm sure you can tell me if this is true or not, but I feel like the more consistent opinion is that the first Luigi's Mansion is the best of the trilogy.
Yeah. I'm one of those, but there are people who love 3.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Does nobody like 2?
2 is, it's okay. But it changed a lot of things, and 3 sort of rectified a lot of those changes. It's tough to explain. You know, the 3DS wasn't exactly the best handheld for Luigi's Mansion.
I find it interesting.
Oh, man.
Oh wow.
Brutal. I just took out 3 of them.
Oh nice. I find it interesting that the GameCube was originally made with 3D in mind.
Yeah, 3D is... Honestly, 3D's been a part of gaming a lot longer than you'd imagine. Like, even, like, Vectrex was experimenting with 3D games. Actually, like 3 more than 1. 1 because it's much shorter. I know you like 3 more than 1, Groovy. Maybe I just need to replay it. I just couldn't. I'm sorry.
Did you dislike 3 that much?
No, I didn't dislike it that much, but I feel like it was... It didn't convey itself very well to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Nah, just have different tastes.
I don't know. The Luigi's Mansion 3 streams I did were probably the ones I'm most embarrassed about. Remember you died at the final boss and lost your gold diamond? Oh no. Oh man, that was...
Slaughtered them.
Yeah, that was... kinda gross. personally like Dark Moon since that's the game I started with. That's fair. I don't mean to say that Dark Moon's a bad game. It's just like it kind of. It wasn't really what I would have wanted.
It deviates too much
Yeah.
from the original.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I wouldn't even say that it's because it deviates. I would say more it's like it kind of took out a lot of things that I liked and didn't really replace them. You know. Like one of the big things about the first game was that all the ghosts were like really strange and unique and all that, and then all the ghosts in 2 were like generic green ghost and generic red ghost, you know? So, like, I wouldn't say that that's a deviation so much as just it got rid of something and didn't replace it, you know? Amber started Luigi's Mansion 1 last month, that's awesome. Did you want to create the room again, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, you can create it because I'm going through the whole anarchy
Oh,
talk
okay.
thing.
Yeah. Wow, you were closer to me in level than I thought. I still need to do the video for Amber. Because there was a time I raided her when she was playing Mario Sunshine. And then I spent a bunch of points to predict that she would do it, and then she immediately fell. It was very funny. But... Rosa's seat? See, this is kind of what I mean about, like, a more open type map. Like, the other one was pretty focused. This one, it's like you could go off and just totally ignore all of the battle. You know?
Maybe that's the point.
Well, yeah, it is kind of the point, but I'm just saying I kind of prefer the more contested stuff, you know? Are you serious? How did he do that? Placement and speedrunning. Keep in mind, I just played this in exactly 500th. Wow.
Wow.
You know, it kind of amazes me that I didn't get, you know, lower on my speedrun of Sonic Adventure 2. Are you kidding? Did he survive? Who was that? Whoever that was, whoever pulled that move, you are a genius. You a genius. As DJ Khaled would say. You know that meme?
No, I do not.
Oh, it's do you know the meme of DJ Khaled where he's like, enough?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, he does like a motivational style video where he's like trying to get people to exercise or something. It became a big popular meme. What did you even get? I got, for Dark Story, I got like 141st, technically. I mean, you know, I wasn't like officially submitting it to the speedrun, you know, websites or anything, but... And I think I was like 241st.
If you wanted to, you could.
Yeah, I could, but also, I don't even think I was technically doing it correctly. Because I think you're supposed to have, like, either a controller cam or, like, some program that shows what buttons you're pressing.
I feel like that's not the case. Because, I mean, I see, like, world record speed runs on YouTube that don't show that. If anything, they show a webcam, but they don't show, like, controller inputs.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to look into it, maybe. But... Care things before my wife comes home. Sure thing, Sans. Pears?
Pears are good.
What about pears, Groovy?
They're good.
Oh shit, they've got J-Dog on the other team. Also, we're down a person. That sucks.
What do you mean we're down a person?
We only have 3 people on our team. Yeah, and that's eventually what happens.
Oh.
Oh, DJ Khaled memes. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Another one. You a genius. And of course, congratulations. You played yourself.
That one I have heard.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, he does this like black and white kind of like motivational exercise video. He's like, you can do it. Do a push-up and another one and another one. You know, very interesting. Repairs, I think, of Doctor Who. I have not seen any Doctor Who before. I hear they're basically all excellent.
I've seen a little bit of it, and I just thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine for me it's like you gotta be in the right mood for it, you know.
Yeah.
Because I grew up on Monty Python, so like I love British, you know, television. But oh, I almost just fell off. Okay. You and I just both passing by each other, doing the stamp. I'm not a Doctor Who! Yes, exactly. I'm not that Doctor Who! Good reference, Groovy. Dang it. Oh well. I was gonna warp to someone, but then we all got killed. Not exactly optimistic about our chances here. Yes, go get breakfast, Groovy.
I think it was them.
Yeah.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still gonna be going for a little bit. Unless you have somewhere to be, Pixel.
No.
Okay. Then yeah,
we can get a third person in here.
Yeah. Although I might have to host the room, because, Oh wait, I am hosting the room, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I don't know if you have Groovy added. Yeah, pretty much. Pixel hasn't done Salmon Run yet. Done the tutorial. Why, is that not good, Groovy? Should we not have been doing turf war?
Am I not good enough? Oh. These connection errors are just often enough that they are very annoying.
Yeah, I saw a meme on Twitter where it's like, describe Splatoon 3 in 5 words. There is an error in communication. Or something like that.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Can't believe you're not bored yet? Turf War's fun. Why would I be bored?
I mean, if we were bored, there'd be something wrong with the game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a Doctor Who meme, and he's like, at 5, very important. 5, don't let me eat pears. I hate pears. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that meme.
I have not, actually. No, we're going up against Kirby.
Sorry, Sakurai.
But he's the strongest Nintendo character in the universe. Which, for the record, I don't believe.
Well, he's only the strongest if you consider the fact that he can literally eat everybody.
Yeah.
And take their power. So, you know, whoever is actually the strongest, Kirby becomes the strongest because he just eats him.
Yeah. But you could also make the argument that not even that does it, because he only gains one of their powers and not all of their powers.
True, but how does he determine? How is it determined what power he takes?
I don't know, but it
their
is.
best one.
Yeah, it is the same power each time.
Oh shit! I didn't know you could go through the grates.
Oh yeah, if you're in squid form, you go through the grates. Should have mentioned. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, it's kind of a oddly specific thing. Ah, damn it, right when I got my hammer out.
Yeah, that's always a buzzkill.
It's a bitch, John. Damn. I did get a lot of their base, though.
That's good. Yeah, I got a lot of their base as well.
All their base star belong to us.
Exactly. I think we dominated.
I think so, too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
I feel like this game would benefit from a, like a play of the game sort of thing.
Yeah, although how would you determine that?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Players waiting to join.
Probably Groovy.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Groovy!
I need Groovy friend code.
If you go into the, whatchamacallit? The, like, add friend section of your Switch profile, there's a, like, recently played with section. And, since Groovy is playing with us right now, he should be there. Determine that through splats and ink cover / points. Yeah, but I mean, like, would the play of the game be the point where they, you know, where the winning team gets the final, you know, edge over the opposing team, or like would it be
I'd
when
say
they splat
it'd be
their last...
whoever gets the most points in one sitting.
Right, but what play would you highlight from them?
Whoever got the most points in one sitting.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying you were saying a play of the game, but what particular play would you be highlighting?
Whoever got the most points in one sitting.
That's not...
Like in a certain amount...
That's not what I mean.
However, because Overwatch determines that in... Like, I don't know how Overwatch determines that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like... Overwatch doesn't just go, this player got the most points, right? They show a particular play that they made that was decisive in the battle. So I'm saying, like, how would you determine what's decisive in this game?
Shit.
Oh, are you using the Splash-O-Matic as well?
Yes.
Nice. How do you like it?
I feel like it's a nice all-rounder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a good super, decent bombs. Dang it. Draw Sage. Oh my god.
I still feel like grenades take up way too much of your ink.
Yeah, they take up a large amount. But I do think that that's a good thing, if only because, like, you wouldn't want the game to be suddenly littered with, you know, with grenades. Because especially there are pieces of gear and things that improve how quickly you recover ink.
Yeah, I think this is them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Frog juices. How could
Japanese.
you? Logan!
I guess he's found nothing better to do now that X-Men is over.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done with that.
Oh, oops. I meant to change gears.
Hmm. I think Pixel had a point about the play of the game thing, but I'm saying, what would you highlight? What particular play in the game would you highlight?
Whichever one got you the most splat points in one sitting.
In like a single shot?
No, like in a short amount of time. Like a they would judge it based on a certain amount of time, I guess.
So you would say like whoever got the most amount of points in 5 seconds or whatever? Like,
Sure.
it's... But would that really count as the play of the game though?
If it's from the winning team, it would.
Well, but like even Overwatch will still select play of the games from, you know, from opposing teams if they had a really good play.
Well, I mean, then they could still do that here.
Right, but then how would you determine?
The exact same way that I've been saying. Whoever got the most points in like a 5 to 10 second time span gets play of the game.
Right, but what
even
if that's...
they don't win?
But what if that's the most important... Or what if that's not the most important thing that happened?
I mean, it wouldn't technically be the most important thing in Overwatch either if the team that got play of the game is the losing team.
Well, but also, you know, there are plenty of play of the games in Overwatch where it's like, you kill one guy. You know? It's...
Oh,
no! Like, a key kill can be more important than a triple kill. You know?
But a key kill doesn't really mean anything if you lose.
Well, they still count that in Overwatch. I've had plenty of play of the games where it's like, why was this highlighted? So like, in general, the play of the games are pretty good, and I would like to see a play of the game, but I'm just confused as to what play you would be highlighting from. What do you mean stop saying but? It's not a point if he can't justify that. That is the whole crux of game development, is like accounting for all the things that can happen in your game. Mango! It's good to see you, Mango! Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. I should have been setting up a room.
That's okay. I've been messing with my gear right now.
Groovy, join my room, because I don't think Pixel will be able to join yours. But you are, Mango. You are a precious being.
Wait, you're still in the game?
We're still... What? Oh, that's weird. Was it my end, then, that kicked me out?
Well, I got kicked out too.
Well, yeah, huh. How did that happen? That's weird.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense that that Groovy would be in a game with only one other person, because 2 of the 4 people left. You
Yeah.
and me.
Did it... I don't know what happened.
Oh, there he is.
There's Groovy. Done it. Ooh, as far as the eye can see. Aw. I think Pixel had a point. I think your butts are only just system Splatoon saying would make sense. Wait. Justified because you're trying to find a system that's exactly like Overwatch. Well, so then what system are you proposing? It's just the 2 of us. Interesting. What even happened? I do not know. Did you swap gear, Pixel, or was it weapon?
I just swapped gear. I like the weapon that I have. I'm gonna stick with this.
Yeah, honestly, same. Iron is... Hold on. Hold on 1 second, Mango. I will eventually read that. I just gotta splat, you know? Oh, well. What Pixel said, Groovy, that's not specific enough. Like, when you say play of the game, do you mean like you would play back a moment from the game? Or would you put someone special on a pedestal or something? Like, what would you do? How would that represent itself in-game? Dang it. Aaron is sleeping on my leg and she's super cute. Aww. But no you. And Iron. Yeah. Your cat. Well.
Oh, we got it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was inevitable. Thank you, Violet Toad, for your help.
Even though I'm sure we did most of the work.
Well, let's see. Yes, we did. But it's fine.
What a noob.
We did. Do you remember when Disney Infinity cloned Splatoon?
Wait, what? No.
Oh, Disney Infinity 3.0, when that came out, they introduced an update where it's like, hey, now you can play online with your friends and, like, you're given paint guns and you have to paint all the spaces in the shortest amount of time. It was like,
Wow.
yeah. Everyone was like, so they just added Splatoon to Disney Infinity. Well,
Disney Infinity seemed like a lot of people considered that something that had a lot of potential,
yeah, it could have been cool.
but it was squandered.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine it was squandered because of Disney's strict rules about its characters.
Yeah. Probably.
Because, like, the first one, you couldn't even play as other characters in the particular storylines. It was like, if you were going through the you know, the Mickey storyline or whatever, like, you couldn't play as Mr. Incredible or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just felt very limited.
Like, had these guys never played or never seen a Lego game before? That was part of the whole, like,
Feel?
thing.
Yeah.
Wait, how was it a wipeout? I'm not dead.
None of us are. I think it was a wipeout for their team.
But then why was it in our color?
I didn't get that notification. I didn't get a wipeout notification at all, but
I did. Damn it.
I splatted Saturday.
But it's Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah, it was splattered several days ago. I think we got this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. Well done. Number one
Well
damage
done,
taker.
all of us. And I guess Metal Jake helped. Actually, I think Metal Jake might have done the best out of all of us.
Well, let's see. Oh, no, Groovy still did better, but yeah, Metal Jake did help us out quite a lot.
I was from the bottom.
Victory Screech!
How do you forge stuff? I've only been able to forge something twice, I guess, and I don't even know how it actually happened.
You can forge stuff?
I thought you could.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll have to look it up. Oh no, we're going up
Oh,
against...
we got a gamer guy
Yeah,
and a cat god.
and Alexa. Most insidious of all voice assistants.
Yeah, the one who's gonna copy our voices so that it can read our children bedtime stories after we die,
Yeah,
or our grandchildren.
yeah. And also to unlock all of our voice-activated stuff. Dang it! Forge? What? Yeah, I mean, I didn't think you could forge stuff in this game.
I feel like this game has a nasty habit of actually not telling you anything.
Yeah, there are certain things it could be better about. Dang it, gamer guy. He was a gamer.
And a guy.
Yeah, and a guy. Exactly. Dang it, Alexa. Always. Saku! Hi, Saku! And heck,
Saku,
Mango.
join us.
Yeah, Saku, join us, and also Mango, I'm so sorry you're struggling to breathe. I hope you're
no.
okay. Yeah, that's right, gamer guy. More like gamer die.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Me neither. No!
Oh, and I was about to teleport to you now.
You don't have batteries. Get batteries. Or use Joy-Cons.
Yeah, honestly, I would just use Joy-Cons at this point, because you seem to have a habit of getting batteries that last like 2 minutes.
Yeah. True. Or better yet, get a Pro Controller.
Oh, they won.
Yeah. It was a good fight, though. They were lead. No wonder they had Gamer Guy on their team. They got the
They were
lead
what?
score.
The lead score, what?
Yeah, lead. 1337.
Oh.
I would if I had money to spend.
So you're saying that you need a commission?
Yeah, Saku could easily get all the commissions. Let me have a commission.
Emotes,
For
ooh.
emotes. Ooh. Oh well. Work while I'm dying? No, I don't want you to work while you're dying. But you were working
Damn it.
anyway.
Okay then, Saku, I won't commission you. I'll just buy it for you.
No, communication error, why?
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Yeah,
Though apparently I got it earlier than you.
weird. To join, but I don't have batteries.
But you do have Joy-Cons.
Yeah. And you do have unstabbed neighbors. with batteries.
Well, then instead of doing nothing, get your Switch with Joy-Cons and play with us.
Yeah.
You know, unless we're not cool enough to play with.
Damn. Oh, Groovy, why did you leave?
Wait, but you were playing with me last night a couple times. How did you do that? Your batteries can't have died that quickly. You got them like a day ago.
Saku doesn't want it. Had an error. Oh. Oh, okay. Switched them when I played last night with Shadow and Tiki, but I don't care how long they'll last. Actually,
Well, there's only one way to find out.
but they were wrong.
Or, you know, you can steal the battery, the remotes, the TV remote batteries.
Yeah.
Besides, how do you expect to be able to do your Splatoon birthday stream if you don't have a controller with good batteries?
True. What? How did his hammer beat mine? Don't you love it when people go through your chat history and hold stuff from 2016 against you? I can't say I've had that happen, but I'm sorry it's happening to you, Enrai. And also, hi Enrai, it's good to see you. But you're not doing a Splatoon birthday stream? Heck.
But I just said you were doing it.
Understanding that times and context is different, yeah. Don't cry. Saku doesn't want to do a birthday stream with me. It's probably because Saku got more followers than I do, so now I'm
Now we're not cool anymore.
Yeah.
Saku is too horse famous, furry famous, and famous famous.
Yeah. I'm famous now.
Saku all the famous.
Did you sleep? I did sleep. Good.
Oh yeah, we won.
Yeah, easily. People got banned from the Landfall Discord and they're going through chat history, not understanding that the context is different. Oh geez, I'm so sorry, Enrai.
The Landfall Discord?
Yeah, Enrai is works for like a game preservation company that has like MMOs that they keep running. So
I didn't even know that that anything would hold chat for that long.
yeah. Well, I mean, Google holds it forever. Shadow with 1307. Yeah, I got in their base.
All their base art belonged to Shadow.
Oh, Landfall, the people that made Cluster. Oh, you're a community. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was. Okay, never mind. So the devs who made Cluster Truck apparently made that game, and Enri's a community manager.
I see.
Yeah. I'm sorry you have to deal with that, Enri.
Yeah, I feel like 6 years is a bit long to be judging somebody on something they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what it is, but like, if you're just saying stupid shit like 6 years ago, who doesn't say stupid shit when they're young?
Yeah. Or, I mean, just... Yeah. Yeah. That's a long enough amount of time that a lot of stuff you can change your mind on. Oh, okay. Have fun, Saku is one of the doodles, the doodle of me. Or are you holding off on that? Dang it! Yes, liking lolly stuff, but the definition is the same. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People... Meanings change so quickly nowadays. But yeah.
I got some of their base.
Nice.
Oh shit, no! Ah! Fucking great.
Ooh, yeah.
We have so much of their base.
Yeah, but also they've kind of been in our backfield areas. Whew. I'm here to tell Groovy that he's loved. Groovy, you are loved.
Aw. All the love for Groovy.
As long as you aren't... Actually, you know what, Saku? Bully Prague. I agree. Awesome. How about one more game?
Oh, yay. Alright. I got a freshness rating.
Oh, nice. Must be fresh as fuck. Sorry, reference. I love you, Shadow and Saku, all the same amount. Aw. We love you too, Mango! You should love Shadow more than me? No. Other way around. You should love Groovy more than me. We got Loogie on our team.
Loogie.
Mm-hmm. How fitting for the last game.
Wonder if they're a hacker. Or wonder how they feel about hawks.
Yeah. Supposed to be the same one, and no one deserves less love than someone else. True, but you should love Groovy more. Dang you, Okra. Isn't how I function, Shadow? You should know this. I do know this, I'm just saying. Because Groovy is a precious being who deserves all the support.
As is Shadow.
No you.
Yes, you.
No you.
Xenoblade.
No. Just no you.
Then yes, you.
Shit. I can do it. Put me in, coach.
You know, I feel like people who have the paint roller are able to kill me faster than I'm able to kill anybody with the paint roller.
Yeah, it's the paint roller is very weird about damage. It's like you gotta, like, when you put it down, it has like a separate hitbox, so it's like a two-part
No, but people
thing.
just like run me over with it.
Yeah, well, it also depends on like if you're on squid form or not.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kills for days. Way to go, Groovy.
Groovy, a pro gamer over here.
Yeah.
Oh yay, #1 damage taker. Woo! That's a lot of damage.
Now that's a lot of damage. Okay. Well, that is going to be it for stream for today. I gotta swap. You did it, Pixel. You were great bait.
Yay! I sucked just enough for everybody to do better.
I'm gonna do my ending spiel. Did you want to say goodbye now, or should I just do it?
Just do it.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for stopping by, saying hi, chatting, all that. I really appreciate it. Subbing. I appreciate all of it.
Shadow appreciates his subs.
I do. It is September, so, I mean, it's one of the best times to sub. But, I appreciate you too, Groovy. Yeah, I have a Discord if anyone is interested, !Discord, or there is a link in my About section. It's the best way to keep up with my streams, as well as chat with me and other cool people. We are gonna raid someone.
Best place to call Shadow Precious.
No, you. We are gonna raid someone, so let me know if you have any suggestions, otherwise I'm sure I could find someone.
Whoever else is playing Splatoon.
Yeah, I don't see anyone that I'm following playing Splatoon right now. I'm tempted to raid Techie, who's playing The Sims, but I'm probably too small for Techie, so...
I mean, I don't think that's a reason not to do it.
You should raid Max Fluffy. Okay. Let's find Max Fluffy. It's a precious pup bean. Sounds good to me. Max Fluffy. Who's playing VR chat. Okay. Well, we're gonna raid. So, yeah. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. And, yeah, let's go raid Max. Bye!